Have you ever felt like the world is just turned up too loud? Like you're experiencing everything with the volume cranked to the absolute max while everyone else seems totally fine? If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you are definitely not alone. And you know what? There's a real reason for it. Let's dive in.
Yeah, this quote just hits home, doesn't it? The buzzing of the fluorescent lights, the clatter of shopping carts, all the competing smells. It can be a total assault on the senses. And it's not just a little tiring. It can feel like you've just run an actual marathon.
So let me just ask you straight up. Do you find yourself needing to escape to a quiet, dark room after a busy day? Do scratchy tags on your clothes drive you absolutely nuts? Or do other people's moods seem to just soak into you like you're a sponge? If you're sitting there nodding along, then yeah, this explainer is for you. We're going to explore what it really means to navigate a world that so often feels way too loud. And more importantly, why this experience isn't some kind of personal failing, but actually a unique and valid way of being wired.
Okay, first things first, let's just get this out of the way. All those labels you might have heard or maybe even told yourself, let them go. Seriously, you are not to anything. You are finely tuned. The main point here is that your experience is valid, and it actually has a name.
And just giving this experience a name can be this moment of incredible relief. It's when you finally realize, oh, I'm not a flawed version of normal. Instead, you are a perfectly calibrated version of something else entirely. And that name, which comes from psychologist Dr. Elaine Aron, is the highly sensitive person, or HSP for short. Now, what's so crucial to get is that this is an innate trait. This isn't a disorder, it's not a choice, it's how your nervous system is built, right from the ground up.
And you aren't in very good company. We're talking up to 1 in 5 people shares this trait. That means millions and millions of people who get what it's like to feel things this deeply. The big takeaway here is you're not an outlier. You're part of a pretty big tribe.
I absolutely love this analogy. It makes so much sense. Think of it like this. If most people are experiencing the world on a standard definition TV, HSPs are wired for 4K Ultra HD. You're perceiving more colors, more textures, more subtle sounds, way more emotional data. Now, this means you also get to experience this profound beauty and connection, but yeah, it also makes you way more susceptible to getting overloaded.
So why does it feel this way? Let's get into the science of it all, because understanding the why is what helps us finally move from self-criticism to, self-compassion and finding things that actually work.
Just think of your brain as a high-performance supercomputer. It's not broken, it's just doing so much more every single second. While a standard computer might process data in a line, yours is cross-referencing everything with past experiences, running future simulations, and analyzing all these tiny cues at the same time. Dr. Aron actually breaks it down into 4 core traits. Let's see if these sound familiar. First, deep processing. That's the supercomputer we just talked about. Then, overstimulation, which makes sense, right? Your energy just drains faster. There's also emotional empathy, that emotional sponge feeling. And finally, sensing the subtle. You're the one who notices that tiny shift in a friend's tone that everyone else misses. Ringing any bells?
Okay, so we get the wiring. But what can we actually do when that 4K world gets to be a bit much? Well, there are lots of strategies, but today we're going to focus on one that's surprisingly powerful and totally science-backed, using your senses to calm your nervous system.
And here is where it gets absolutely fascinating. Our sense of smell has this unique power. See, unlike sight or sound, scent takes a direct, private expressway to the brain's emotional and memory centers. It doesn't even stop to ask your logical mind for permission.
That expressway leads straight to the limbic system. That's home to your amygdala, your emotional alarm system, and your hippocampus, your memory library. And that's why a certain smell can instantly transport you back to your grandmother's kitchen or make your body tense up without you even knowing why. For an overthinking HSP brain, it's a powerful biological hack. So how do we actually use this neural shortcut to our advantage? Well, we can build a simple sensory first aid kit that you can use anytime, anywhere.
Here's a really simple guide. So when you're feeling that sensory overload in a busy store, a sharp, clean scent like peppermint can create a little personal bubble of focus. After you've absorbed someone else's heavy emotions, the grounding scent of cedarwood can help you reset. And when that supercomputer brain of yours just won't switch off at night,
lavender, is actually scientifically proven to help calm the nervous system for sleep.
The technique itself is super simple. First, learn to notice the signal. Recognize your body's early warning signs, like tight shoulders or irritability. Then, find a safe space. Just step away for a moment. Next, inhale with intention. Take out your scent. And finally, breathe deeply. The 4-7-8 breath is fantastic for this. You inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. Just repeat that a few times.
And let's be clear, this is not about escaping reality. It's about empowerment. You're creating a momentary anchor in the storm, a little safe harbor you can access in seconds. It allows you to find your center so you can re-engage with the world, but on your own terms.
And really, this all leads to a huge, powerful shift in perspective. Your sensitivity, your 4K Ultra HD view of the world, it's not a bug in your system, it's a feature. It is a finely tuned instrument that, when you learn how to care for it, can perceive incredible beauty, depth, and connection that others might miss. So I'm going to leave you with this question. What if this trait, this thing that has maybe felt like a burden sometimes, is actually your greatest strength? What if your ability to feel deeply, to notice subtleties, and connect with others is exactly what the world needs more of? Your sensitivity isn't something to be fixed. It's something to be understood, honored, and harnessed.